All right, it is Thursday. That means Jason Boyett back here with us to talk about his weekly podcast. Hey, Amarillo. Your guest this week is an advocate in our area for children, doing lots of important work in our area, right?
Yes. So this week's guest is Lara Escobar. She's the executive director of Amarillo Area CASA. And if you're like me, you've heard about CASA. If you have involved at all in the nonprofit world, you hear about CASA all the time. But I didn't really know what it meant to be one of those court-appointed special advocates. You know, what is it? And so we sat down and we talked, Lara and I did, about how she ended up in Amarillo. She came from the West Texas area, like Permian Basin, El Paso. She went to school at College Station at A&M, made her way up here as an adult. But what we talked about is what it is that a court-appointed special advocate really does in the life of a kid with who's in the foster care system. And if you know anything about that system, there's just so many terrible statistics. You know, once you graduate out of it, there's more kids than not end up homeless or in terrible situations. And so what happens is a judge is put in place to make a lot of these decisions in the child's interest, but a judge doesn't always have time to really investigate the child, the family, the potential foster family, all the different elements. And so a CASA volunteer comes in and on a case-by-case basis may spend 9 months or 10 months working on behalf of that child, just doing the investigation, looking into different things to try to help that kid come up with a better outcome. And so it's like a deep dive into this kid's life, but it can literally be life-changing, you know, and it's something that a volunteer can do. It could be a man, a woman, a school teacher, you know, somebody who just has a couple hours a week.
And I think it's really critical that people know that you do not have to have a legal background whatsoever.
No.
You just have to love kids and want the best for them, really and truly.
Yeah,
you know?
and that part can be intimidating. You think it's court-appointed. Well, I don't know what I'm doing in a courtroom. That doesn't matter. All you need to be able to do is ask some questions and care enough about a kid to follow where those questions go. And so she has stories about kids who had been in foster care, but then all of a sudden discovered they had this grandmother that they could have been staying with, and the system, you know, just kind of kept that hidden, you know, until a CASA got involved and figured it out.
It's a really, really wonderful program, and they have great training for people so that you don't have to go in and be intimidated by it whatsoever. That's really cool.
Right, right.
What does she say? I mean, I think that people probably in our area don't realize the dire need and the number of kids in the foster care system here in our area.
No, I think that's true. And she has a background working with Child Protective Services, CPS, and poverty, and the different, you know, things there. She's seen a lot of that need, and that need is always bigger than we think it is. And so just being able to talk about some of the issues related to kids, some of the things that can bring them hope and life despite that system is a very revealing conversation that we had.
Well, very cool. So where do we find the podcast?
HeyAmarillo.com or any podcast platform you can find. It's there.
Okay, so you're very Halloweenish today.
We coordinate very nicely. We didn't plan this, but
well, isn't that lucky for us?
That's how it goes.
We're just soulmates, you and I.
I think so.
I was about to say we're soul sisters, but that's not true.
I was thinking, what is Megan wearing today? Maybe orange, and I did that too.
Jason Boyett. John, what are you wearing? No orange? John
he's
is
got
also
orange. Right. Also my soulmate, John Harris.
Well, we already knew that. All right, stick around, everybody. Two other ladies making a huge difference in kids in our area need your help, and all you have to do is go to Happy Hour. Sounds like a plan, right? Details are next.